Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another tutorial. Today we're going to be taking a look at the paddleless cartwheel. Cartwheeling without a paddle is definitely one of those tricks that draws some attention. But more importantly, it feels fantastic. When you get it just right, you'd be amazed how intuitive this move feels. In fact, in terms of refining your cartwheel technique, going paddleless can really up your game, not to mention strengthening your core. In essence, it's no different from doing cartwheels normally, with the obvious admission of the paddle. So if you haven't yet checked out my cartwheel tutorial, pause this video, go and watch that one, then come back here. In short though, you are still initiating with what might traditionally be called a double pump, before using your hips and core as an axis around which the ends of the boat are rotating. Good core and edge control are vital here, so if you don't have fundamentals like the lean clean dialed in yet, I'd suggest checking out that video first too. Breaking the paddleless cartwheel down, the most significant difference to a regular cartwheel comes in how you initiate the bow. Without the comparatively large surface area of your active paddle blade to lever off, more momentum is often needed to get the bow initiated, so you may find building a small amount of forward speed is useful. Though the move will resemble a classic double pump, you first need to assist the bow in rising, so use this forward drive and your body weight to slightly plough the bow under the water, reaching forward for that imitation sweep stroke as you do so. Next, drop the edge on whichever side you wish to cartwheel, the right in this instance, to about 45 degrees. This angle will increase to 90 degrees throughout the move. At this point, the bow will be being rejected from the water, and you want to exacerbate that by levering your knees up and away from your active hand. Imagine your torso as the axis, while your knees and active hand are 2 points travelling away from each other on the circumference. Thank you very much for tuning in to this tutorial video. I hope you're finding it enjoyable and informative. Stay tuned for more of the same after the announcements. First up though, I'm currently out doing a bit of flat water training, and I found myself a nice second hat. Rather fetching, don't you think? Anyway, announcements. Right now is the middle of British summer. If you're in the UK, you will remember this beautiful heat wave that I'm currently experiencing as a very distant memory. But as this heat wave hits, I'm kind of in a phase at the moment with the channel where motivation is pretty hard. I put a lot of effort into the videos, as hopefully people can see, and at present, especially during the summer, it seems like the viewership just dips really hard. And so I've made the decision to take some time off and only have a less regular upload schedule. That being said, I have just put out a whole load of different kind of archive videos from other bits that I've made in the past, my other channels, which I've kind of consolidated and put out as archive material. If you fancy having a look at that, playlist is going to be right here. Go and have a look at those videos, check them out. See some footage of me being a worse kayaker than I am now, a few years back. Fun times. The only other announcement that I wanted to make was, as winter is drawing on and creek season begins, I am doing some more in-person coaching in the UK. So if you're interested in doing some downriver freestyle or some river guiding, stuff like that, with me coaching you, and obviously you're in the UK, preferably the Southwest, then feel free to get in touch via the Matthew Brook Coaching Facebook page, or write down in the comments below and we can work it out from there. Once again, remember to like and share this wherever you feel comfortable. If you feel like I've earned your sub, feel free to subscribe. Thank you very much. Let's get back to the action. Woo! With the bow now up, keep the core central and reverse that sweep stroke with your hand, effectively aiming to bring those two circumference points, active hand and knees, back together in the water directly beneath your torso. From here, it's all just a matter of edge-to-edge transitions, keeping the body central to allow the ends to fall in place. Crucially, keep your head turned ahead of the rotation and reaching around for that elusive third end, or repeat first end, depending on how you view it. In a strange way, I find that not having a paddle makes the cartwheel easier. There's less stuff in the way, and your centre of mass is smaller, which makes the rotations smoother, although it does make them slightly faster as well, probably. On the flip side, however, if errors do start to creep in, you don't have the safety blanket of those large blades to make corrections. If you start throwing your weight drastically forwards and backwards, for instance, instability will inevitably creep in and be much harder to correct than if you had a paddle in your hands. You best be sure you have a decent hand roll. When doing paddleless cartwheels on flat water, it is especially important to give yourself a focal, upstream marker. Without this, you will end up not only rotating end over end, but also spinning. It's not strictly a problem, but there is something very satisfying about smoothly cartwheeling in a more or less straight line. So that is the paddleless cartwheel. Get out there and give it a go. And let me know in the comments below how many ends you can manage before falling on your face. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.